Hello, dear students. I am Vandana Kakade. I am a teacher of English, head of the Department of English, Anandibai Ravani College, Anandibai Ravani Arts, Commerce and Science College, Vaibhavwadi. And I have been teaching English in the college since last 12 years. Dear students, first of all, I welcome you all to the FYBA class. I'll teach you communication skills in English as well as English paper first, that is optional English, because communication skills in English is a compulsory English paper. So there are two papers of English in the FYBA. One is compulsory and other is optional. And this paper will be taught to you, communication skills in English will be taught to you by two of us, two teachers will be there for this paper. And that is some of the units I will teach you some units, and other teacher, that is Santosh Rade sir, will teach you some of the units from this paper. Dear students, we know that because of the lockdown, college, you're not able to come to college, and you will not able to enjoy, or you're missing the enjoyment in the college or the campus activities and classroom activities also. But we can't do anything in this situation. We should just hope that this dark period or this critical period will overcome soon, and we will soon meet again in the college, and you will also meet your many of the friends, and you will have a lot of friends, and you will enjoy college days. But till then, dear students, we should have to continue our online teaching learning process. And because this is my first lecture on your class, I would like to make you understand particularly the syllabus of communication skills in English in this lecture. So, dear students, communication skills in English, what this title means, it should be very clear to you. Because you are going to learn the paper, and you should know what is the meaning of the paper, what this title means, and what you have to learn particularly in this course. I will say course, not paper, because in the college you will find that the word course is used for the subject. So this is the course, and the title of this course is communication skills in English, or in short we'll say, you will find that the word mostly used for this paper is CS, or CS in English. So what is the meaning of communication skills? As you know that communication, when we talk to each other, we communicate each other. So we can communicate with each other. Communicate means एकमेकांशी आपण जो संवाद साधतो, किंवा आपल्या भावना विचार एकमेकांशी आपण शेअर करतो, that we call communication. Communication means sharing our feelings or thoughts or ideas with each other. Now we can use different modes for communication. We can share our ideas or our feelings or thoughts with others by speaking or writing. Okay. But when someone speaks, then only speaking is not enough. Then there should be someone who will listen to the speaker, and then only the communication happens. The speaker and the listener, or speaking and listening, these two skills are very important to understand, or when we speak to each other and communicate with each other. Another two skills are reading and writing. Means what we read, we should understand, or if we understand what we read, then only we can write those things. So our writing depends on reading. If in the examination, if you are able to understand, or if you read the books and the notes and you understand those notes, then only you can write your examinations. Okay. So these four skills are very important when you learn any language. Means if you want to learn English or Marathi or French or Kannada or German or Bengali, any language in the world, then you will have to learn these four communication skills in English. Now, but in this paper particularly, only two skills are focused. and only reading and writing skills are focused, and not speaking and listening skills are there, or they are not tested, or that type of syllabus is not prescribed or covered in this course. So let's try to understand what are the topics we have to learn in this particular course, communication skills in English. Let me share the syllabus copy with you now. So here you will find the syllabus pattern and syllabus, and the units, how they are divided, and what particular topics are given in each and every unit. So let's try to understand the paper is core paper, means compulsory paper, means in FYB there are 2 groups. No, I think in the till the 12th standard there was not such type of things, that is 2 or 3 groups are not there, but in college particularly you will find that in FYB in our college there are 2 groups, and first group is about English psychology and Marathi, and another group is Hindi, economics and history. And for these 2 groups there will be 2 compulsory papers, and these compulsory papers are one is communication skills in English, and another is foundation course. And let's just see about this CS or communication skills in English. This is choice based credit system. This paper, each and every paper now you are going to learn in FYB, they belong to such type of system that is prescribed for the university for the syllabus, that is choice based credit system. This syllabus is revised in the academic year 2016-17, and the course code is also you can see here on the slide, and it carries 2 credits per semester. Means when you pass the semester 1 communication skills in English, this paper when you pass in semester 1, then you will carry 2 credits, and in the grade card, in your grade card, you will find that before this particular course 2 credits are written. But if you fail the paper, then you will don't find these 2 credits in the grade cards. So, and you will understand much about the credits and all these things slowly later on. Okay. Next, but we'll try to understand the objectives of the course. Objectives means uddishte. Marathi, what do we say? Uddishte. So, which are the objectives of this course? Means after learning this course, or why you are learning this course, why you will get, what things you will understand or learn, or what skills you will learn, or what knowledge you will get after learning this particular course. म्हणजे हा कोर्स शिकल्यानंतर तुम्हाला काय नॉलेज मिळणार आहे, किंवा कोणती कौशल्य तुम्ही ह्या कोर्समुळे शिकणार आहात, अशा ज्या याला आपण काय म्हणतो, उद्दिष्ट असं म्हणतो. तर the first objective is to enhance language proficiency by providing adequate exposure to reading and writing skills. Means your reading and writing skills will be developed by practicing a lot of things or learning various topics in this paper, and your these 2 skills will be improved. To orient another objective is to orient the learners towards the functional aspects of English. Means how to use language for writing, particularly reading or writing. Means various aspects of language or use of language, particularly for example, how to write letters, means application letters, job application letters, or maybe other official types of or formal types of letters. So you'll get the knowledge of writing English, or particularly how to use language for communication, and what is the use of these skills for communication in various fields. So all these functional aspects of language you will learn. Then to increase the range of lexical resource through a variety of exercises. So your writing skill will be developed, and particularly your grammar will be improved, and due to many of the exercises and practice, you will learn writing skills and grammar also. Next, the unit number first in this syllabus is, we shall try to understand what are the units given here. So the unit number first will be about basic language skills, means and in the basic language skills, grammar means before learning, that is 4 skills of language, that is speaking, listening, reading and writing. You must know the basic things, that is grammar. Or in the second semester you will find vocabulary also. Okay, but in the first semester is grammar. In the grammar you have to learn articles, prepositions, conjunctions, transformation of sentences, sentence types, that is simple sentence, compound sentence, complex sentence. Then how to transform from one to, means how to transform the sentence from simple to compound or compound to complex, like this. Then there are tenses and subject verb agreements and question tags, direct and indirect speech and voice. So I think you are much familiar with all these topics in your during your school or junior college years. Okay. And next we'll try to understand another unit, that is the other unit, or the unit number 2 is reading skills, and in the reading skills it is comprehension of unseen passage. I think you are familiar with this one also, because in each and every year you have in your school or in your 9th or 10th or 11th, 12th standard, you have learned or you have practiced this type of question, or you have found this type of question in the question paper, that is you will comprehension of unseen passage. And by doing the practice of the comprehension, you will acquire a lot of skills, or many of these skills, and they are as given here, that is reading with fluency and speed. Means your reading fluency and speed will be improved. म्हणजे तुम्ही कॉम्प्रिहेन्शन पॅसेजची प्रॅक्टिस केल्यानंतर न अडखळता आणि अतिशय चांगल्या स्पीडने, म्हणजे तुमचा जो स्पीड आहे रिडिंगचा तो पण वाढतो, आणि तुमचं जे वाचतानाचं जे अडखळणं आहे ते कमी होत आहे, आणि यू विल गेट द फ्लुएन्सी ऑफ रिडिंग. Okay, then skimming and scanning. Scanning means when you write the answers on these comprehension passages, you have to find out the answers in the sentences. म्हणजे तुम्ही कॉम्प्रिहेन्शन पॅसेज वाचत असताना तुम्हाला जे एखाद्या प्रश्नाचं उत्तर पाहिजे असेल तर तुम्ही ते कशा पद्धतीने म्हणजे ते शोधता त्या पॅसेजमध्ये, आणि ती जी आयडिया येते तुम्हाला की कुठे असायला पाहिजे आन्सर, किंवा कसं तुम्ही ते शोधता, स्किम करता किंवा स्कॅन करता त्याच्यामध्ये, दॅट इज स्कॅनिंग मेथड जी आहे ती तुम्ही कॉम्प्रिहेन्शन पॅसेजच्या प्रॅक्टिसने पण कशा पद्धतीने एखादी गोष्ट एखाद्या रिडिंग पॅराग्राफमध्ये किंवा एखाद्या पॅराग्राफमध्ये किंवा एखाद्या टेक्स्टमध्ये एखादा पर्टिक्युलर आयडिया किंवा पर्टिक्युलर आन्सर जे आहे ते कसं शोधायचं, चाळायचं कसं त्याच्यामध्ये, थोडक्यात ही गोष्ट पण तुम्ही त्याच्यामध्ये शिकता. आयडेंटिफाईंग रेलेव्हंट इन्फॉर्मेशन, दॅट इज म्हणजे व्हॉट इन्फॉर्मेशन ऍक्च्युअली तुम्हाला त्या पॅसेजमध्ये शोधायची आहे, आयडेंटिफाय करायची आहे, ते पण तुम्ही करायला शिकता. Then isolating fact from opinion means you understand what is the difference between the fact and the opinion. म्हणजे एखादी वस्तुस्थिती काय आहे किंवा एखाद्या त्या रायटरचं ज्याने पॅसेज लिहिलं त्याचं मत काय आहे, त्या मत आणि वस्तुस्थितीमधला जो फरक असतो तो काय असतो ते देखील तुम्हाला समजायला लागतं. सो you learn this the difference between fact and opinion. Understanding concepts and arguments. So through the comprehension passages you can understand various concepts, how they are written or given by the writer, and also the arguments also. So काही संकल्पना किंवा एखाद्या गोष्टीवर जो विवाद त्या रायटरने त्याच्यामध्ये मांडला असेल, that those things also you understand because of the reading practice of the comprehensions. Identifying the distinctive features of language means the style and the words used by the writer and the style used for writing, and all these things you understand because of the comprehension passages. Such passage will be of 250 or 350 words will be given in the examination, and it will be from various fields, that is a literary field, means साहित्य विषयक असू शकतो किंवा सायंटिफिक सायन्स वरचा आधारित, किंवा टेक्निकल और मे बी जर्नलिझम और मॅनेजमेंट, कॉमर्स, अशा कुठल्याही विषयावर तो पॅसेज तुम्हाला that passage will be there in the examination. Okay. Next, writing skills. Unit number 3 is writing skills, and in this unit you have to understand some formal type of correspondence and particularly letters. So there will be job application letter, and but you have to write the letter without a resume. Resume means biodata. So you need not to write about the biodata, just job application letter you have to write in this way or in the examination. Now, statement of purpose. Request for recommendation letter, request for information under Right to Information Act means RTI. So how to request for RTI. So all these things will be covered in this particular unit. And next, unit number 4 is interpretation of technical data. So here you have to read and interpret some figures and the information given in that figures, that is maps, or maps means nakasha, and pie charts, different type of figure. Then tables, timetable, you learn table. This is not the table, you use for writing, or, you use for dinner, dining table, that type of not table. The table here is, a table format for information in which we put the information, that table format. For example, timetable, you find it is given in the table format. So, or maybe line or bar graph. In mathematics, you have learned graphs, various types of graphs. So graphs will be there, or flow chart will be also there. And what you have to do, you have to understand that figure or the information given in that particular figure, and you have to write the sentences, and you have to write a paragraph by using full sentences, and this is called as interpretation of technical data. Now, means your writing skill will be particularly checked, and or maybe I will say that your writing skill will be developed or improved by learning this particular topic, and it will be checked in the examination by giving a figure. And they will in the examination one figure, that is table or graph or flowchart, will be given, and you will have to write a paragraph based on that particular figure. Okay, the unit number 5 is writing skills, and it is particularly based on essays. So you will find that many of the or the topics mostly are based on reading and writing skill. So the essays means various types of essays will be you will understand various types of essays: expository, persuasive, analytical, reflective, or descriptive. I think you are much familiar with essay topic, because in each and every paper of compulsory English particularly, you have written essays in your school or college days. Okay. So this was the syllabus, and now we'll try to understand something about the question paper pattern. So question paper pattern is of 100 marks, and the examination will be of 3 hours. And there are 5 units. On each unit will carry 20 marks. So on each unit there will be 20 marks question asked. First is grammar, and so for grammar 20 marks questions will be asked. For question number 2, comprehension passages, there will be again 20 marks. Then for question number 3, letters, it will be for 20 marks. Interpretation of technical data will be also for 20 marks, and essays will carry 20 marks. But this time I think, because of this lockdown and everything, this type of the offline examination is not possible. If the things will continue in the same way, that is you're not able to come to college, as you find that now the TYB exams or all the examination in this month are going on. You must have heard about the examinations. So they are online examinations, and I think for you also, at least for the semester 1, I think there will be online examination. So maybe the question paper pattern will be something different, not like this for 100 marks, or not like this descriptive type of questions will be not there. Only objective type of questions will be asked in the online examination, but it depends on the situation. We cannot predict anything, or which I cannot tell you confirm that what type of examination will be there. But as far as this situation means the lockdown continues, then there is no alternative for the online examination. Okay. Don't worry about those things. We'll think about or see about all these things later on. But presently, we should just try to understand what's the syllabus and how we'll understand it. And the students, we will post such type of videos regularly on each and every topic. Some of the videos will be posted by me, and some of the videos will be given by Rade sir, and you will have to watch all the videos regularly and try to understand what is taught in the particular about the particular topic. And we'll also regularly post some of the quiz. One more thing I forgot to tell you, that there is a tutorial type of testing will be there, or a type of assignment will be there. डिअर स्टुडंट्स, ह्या पेपरमध्ये ना काही ट्युटोरियल्स आहेत. आणि ट्युटोरियल्स म्हणजे काय, तर आम्ही समजा काही 2 लेक्चर्समध्ये तुम्हाला काही शिकवलं. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, मी तुम्हाला 2 आठवड्यामध्ये 1 वीकमध्ये मी तुम्हाला 2 लेक्चर शिकवणार आहे. आणि 2 लेक्चर जे आहेत माझे ते ट्युटोरियल, म्हणजे त्यामध्ये तुम्हाला मी फक्त क्विज पाठवणार. जे शिकवलेल्या टॉपिकवर तुम्हाला काही प्रश्न म्हणजे ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह टाईप ऑफ क्विज असतील त्या. तसे गुगल फॉर्म जो आहे, त्या गुगल फॉर्म तुम्हाला मी आय विल सेंड यू सम गुगल फॉर्म्स. अँड in त्या गुगल फॉर्म मध्ये जे काही मल्टिपल चॉईस टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन्स विल बी देअर. व्हेरी इझी. यू विल अंडरस्टँड, यू विल लाईक इट व्हेरी मच, यू विल टेक इंटरेस्ट इन इट. आणि तुम्हाला त्याच्यामध्ये फक्त ऑप्शनला क्लिक करायचं आणि आन्सर लिहायचं आणि सबमिट करायचं आहे. सो इन दिस वे यू विल later on know about all these things. So Rade sir will take 1 lecture in per week, and he will also take 1 tutorial per week. So in this way you will have such type of 3 lectures and 3 tutorials. Sorry, maybe 3 or 4 tutorials exactly. You will know about that. So I think you have got everything cleared about these topics and syllabus and objectives about this particular course, that is communication skills in English. So let's meet again in the next lecture with the particular topic, that is unit number 1, grammar. So till then, you take care and be safe. Okay, bye students. We'll meet again.